Hi guys, it's Amy with Name to Plan, and today I am here with my September lineup. So I've got a giant stack of planners and notebooks in front of me. I wanted to, let's see if I can do this, kind of turn it on its side. Let's get the stack in there as well. But these are the six planners and notebooks that I'll be using for September. I am going to be in September keeping everything separate. So this is not so much a setup video, it's more so just a lineup video, so that way I can talk about the planners that I'll be using in September. So what I'm going to do is move this stack out of the way. This is my holiday planning, and then here is going to be my like actual planning, like for the everyday type of stuff. So we're gonna start off with this stack and then we'll go to the stack at the end. Okay, so I was out of room on my desk, so I decided to go ahead and just put all of the planners off my desk and just talk about them individually. So this first one is my catch-all. It is my pre-planner. It's the one that I use to track all of my future events. And so what I've got in here, just to show you kind of like, this is the end of September here, but I've got an outdated dashboard layout that I ended up redating myself in a video a very long time ago in 2022 sometime. And so I redated it for the entire year, and I have just been tracking all the things in here. So obviously this is what I use to track future events. So of course I'll be using it for any future events that we have going on, but I am, for the beginning of September, basically going to take all of my September events, all of these events that I've already got listed, and transfer them and not use this for September at all. So any future events in the month of September, once September starts, it will go directly into my daily planner. I will use this once September comes around just for tracking events for October, November, December, and then anything in 2024, which I do have. I have those pages in here as well. So this will be my pre-planner, my future log, just to track all the things. In September, it will be tracking things from October forward. And so that again is my pre-planner. The next planner is this one. This is my daily planner. It's really messy right now. I've got all my notes in here, but basically I have gone through here and just taken a look at what I've got in terms of pages. And what I was able to find, let me see if I can get to it, is that I do have enough pages here of these tool letter size pages, TUL, from Office Depot, the tool brand pages. It is a daily on one page, as you can see, 1 day per page, and I just put in all of my major events with times in here, and then any events that don't have a time I put there. Of course there's a task list and a small notes section, and these are, like you can see, outdated. And so what I have been doing starting in August, I've just whited out this area, whited out the entire area, basically just left it blank, and then put a new number on here. And so even though these are kind of like out of order, I'm just going to use them. And so for the month of September, what I've decided to do is go back to what I've done before, which is have a page for every single day. So there will be 30 pages for September. I am going to try to like pre-plan or at least decorate in advance, so that way I have the pages ready. But I do want to use these pages and try to use them up this year. I have enough pages for all of September, all 30 days of September, all 31 days of October, all of November, and then like 2 days of December. So I want to be able to get back into daily planning just to be able to use up these sheets. I want to be able to like say I finished using up something completely and fully. I'm excited about that. So I will be doing daily planning pages for the month of September. I am going to try to decorate. I don't necessarily force myself to, so if I run out of time and I don't get to this project, then that's totally okay. But daily planning, and this is where I transfer all of the events from my pre-planner. I transfer into this planner, and then this is where I will just go ahead and once September rolls around, just track the events straight on it. So one thing I will do kind of as part of my setup in the next couple of days before September starts is go through and just redate everything for September. So I will do that on my own time. I've done that in multiple videos. So if you need a recommendation for how I redate for these daily pages, let me know and I'll link a video for you. Right, so that is my daily planner, which this basically is my personal planner system, and so for September I'm basically using daily pages, and I'll be using this pre-planner to track future events. Okay, and then the last planner for my everyday planning is going to be my work planner. I mentioned in one of my recent haul videos that I picked up the Celestial Elegance Big Dashboard Planner, and I also already had, as part of my work planning system, my redated this planner. Sorry for the clearing of the throat. But this planner, and it is one that I decorated basically through December. All right, so I've got it decorated using the seasonal mega sticker book. I haven't decorated the weekly pages yet, but I have decorated the monthlies. And it's like starting to tear up here, but like this is one that I converted from Quill Bound, so you can kind of see what that looks like. But I'm going to use this for my part-time position, and so I want to be able to track like all the work that I'm doing with the students, the grading. It's a teaching position, and so I'm just tracking my part-time job on these pages. And then I did, as I mentioned, I picked up the Celestial Elegance as a dashboard layout, and so I've got that included in here. It's not decorated or anything at all. I just stuck it in here just to kind of help the pages together. But this dashboard layout I think will be much more functional for me for work, just because I do have a ton of events, meetings, things like that, and also a lot of things to do at work, and so I want to be able to kind of compartmentalize and put everything in a neater format. So using the vertical layout was fine. I was able to adapt it, but I do just need all of my to-do lists in one section instead of just kind of split across the days, which is how you kind of have to do it with the vertical. So I am switching to this in September, so this will be new for me, but I am going to, just as you can see here, I've got it kind of have it like smushed together into one work planner, and I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I have in the past like couple of weeks been putting it into a smaller like planner that's on the go, but if I don't do that, then this is the planner. If I do move it into something that a little bit smaller, that's just to make it simpler and not so bulky for me to carry around. But this is my work planner with my two planners in here, one for my part-time job and one for my full-time job. Okay, and then lastly, I've got this stack. I'm actually going to move this to the side and talk about that last, just because I've got more thoughts about that. But these two planners right here are my holiday planners. I won't flip through them because I have already posted videos with my flip throughs of these two planners. But this first one is my, oops, sorry. Is my Halloween planner. Again, I have flipped through it in a previous video, so I won't flip through it, but I do have my pages here, as you can see here, from a Work Plus Life planner for September through December, and September and October are going to go in this planner, November will go into the planner underneath, and then December will go into the Christmas planner. So I've already kind of pulled that. I do want to set up September and October, the monthlies here, for holiday planning because things are coming up already. So this is my fall/Halloween planner, this first one. The second one is my Thanksgiving planner, and again, I won't flip through it, but I just wanted to show you like at least what it looks like on the inside and the cover. And so this is my Halloween planner. My Thanksgiving planner, and the month of November that I showed you a little bit earlier is going to go in here. And I don't think I'll be doing a ton of planning in here, but I did want to, like, I guess just pull it and have it be an honorable mention, and then go ahead and put it into like my shelf with all of my other active planners, just in case we start taking notes related to that. And so I wanted to just have it handy so I can do that. All right, and then the last little thing is this guy. So this is, as you can see here, kind of like a croc style notebook. This is a bound notebook. It is a book that was used, and so I went ahead and cut out, you can see here the pages that were used prior to. I did a very poor job of cutting it, but like the end pages right here, you can see I cut out. This is what it's supposed to look like on the inside. But I talked about in one of my previous like holiday planner videos, I can't remember which one, but one of the things that I wanted to try to do was put together a like memory keeper for September, October, November, and December, those last 4 months. Normally what I've been doing is just doing it for October, like an October daily, a Thankful 30, and then a December daily. But what I want to try to do is go ahead and start something in September for the first time. And so this is my, I guess, like trial month to try to see if this would work. And so what I'm thinking of doing is doing a Smashbook. Now, I have in the past like tried junk journaling, which I love watching junk journaling videos. I love how people put it together. I'm just not a junk journaler. And then I started falling kind of down the rabbit hole of junk journaling videos, and just keep clicking at the next video on YouTube. And so somehow in the past like week, I was able to go from junk journaling to glue books, which I follow several people who are glue gluers. I don't know what the correct term is, but like they do glue books, which is where you take a book and you just glue things down. And I like that idea, but I feel like that's really just more, to me, my interpretation of it is more like collage type stuff. And I don't have enough like magazines or things like that in order to do a glue book. But then I went from junk journaling to glue books to a concept called Smashbooks, and those have been around for a very long time. I don't know how I only discovered it in the past week, but Smashbooking is apparently my vibe. I will I think maybe in an upcoming video show you some examples of like really like novice level smash books that I put together before I even knew what the term is. But smash books are, I think, my vibe. It's where you basically take a book, and this is going to be my book. It's a book that's already kind of like bound. You can certainly bind your own book like you would in junk journaling, but I'm going to just take a bound book, and what you're going to do is kind of do a combination of like the glue book where you glue things in, but also you could just add ephemera, so it's kind of like a more casual scrapbooking combined with like glue book type stuff. And so getting into like that collagey vibe, and then also including ephemera and journaling, some light journaling, that kind of thing, I wanted to try that. All right, so this is what I'm going to do with this book. I want to be able to use down my notebook stash too. So this is again something I'm just going to try out for the month of September to see if it works for me. And if it doesn't, that's totally okay. I'll just go back to like something else for October, but I want to try it for September just to kind of like smush things together in here, collect like little bits of papers and just kind of like glue things down, tape things in, like put in scrapbook papers if I want to, just like kind of use up my stash. And so I'll start off with this as like the basis, just because I thought this was a nice color. It is not necessarily, well, I mean, to me it's kind of fall, and it's just a book I won't use it. And so using it for September would work. So that's my plan for this one, is to turn it into a September smash book, kind of like fall themed is my plan at this moment. Then of course I've got my 2 holiday planners right here. And then I also got my work planner at the very bottom right here, and then my 2 planners that serve as my personal planner. And that's what I've got here. Now for my planning in September, you heard that it's basically split up into personal and work. So I have decided for September, because I'm adding all this holiday planning, to like not do the food log, not do the faith planner as separate planners. I'm just going to include it in my personal planner. And so just simplifying this part of it so that way I can focus on this part of it is my plan. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm not putting anything together today. It's just really talking about my lineup and just what I'm going to be doing for the month of September. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of like, just showing off everything, but I think that's sometimes helpful for people just to see how other people are using their supplies. And so this is my version of that, just me trying to use up my supplies. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video. Bye guys.